Guys, it's Kara from iStampin.com. Thanks for joining me for another one of my Stampin' 101 videos. Today's lesson is going to be about masking, and this lesson coordinates with my exclusive project that I featured in my newsletter today, and it's just a pure coincidence. It's not by design. Last week it was by design, but today's card, this was a lesson that I had planned to do today, and then when I was making my card for my exclusive newsletter, it had masking in there. So I thought that I would just show you how I did that technique. So if you have seen the exclusive newsletter, and if you'd like to subscribe to that, head on over to iStampin.com, and on the right hand side of my blog you'll see the subscription box to enter your name and email address. But I thought that I would show you how I did the stamped element with masking, and just kind of help you out. Makes it, sometimes it's a little bit easier to see things visually than it is to read the instructions. But what I'm going to be using today are these three colors, so Crushed Curry, Flirty Flamingo, and Bermuda Bay. And I'm going to be using our brand new stamp set called Fresh Fruit. This is in our new annual catalog. Has a great little product suite, coordinating designer series paper, things like that. It's a wonderful wonderful stamp set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to mask, and if you aren't familiar with this technique, there's actually a few different ways to mask, or masking. There's quite a couple of different techniques, but what I'm wanting to show you is I'm going to use this stamp right here, this Love You More, and each of these words are going to be different colors. Now the easiest way to do this would be to use your Stampin' Write markers, but the thing about it is this is a photopolymer stamp set, and I have not gotten really good results with the Stampin' Write markers on photopolymer. So I am going to use my ink pads to get different color in those three words. And this is the easiest way that I have found to do it. Now, I will say that you do need to have some patience with this technique, but if you just take your time, you should have fabulous results. So what I like to do is to use the Post-it note tape, and so it's sticky on the entire piece of paper. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to mask off the you and the more. So what this does is this will eliminate the ink from getting on these words, the ink that I don't want. So the very first color that I'm going to use is Bermuda Bay, and so all you do is you just ink up the love, and you're going to get ink on your Post-it note. That's okay, because the important thing is to remove that paper. Okay, and so now we see the you and the more is completely uninked. Okay, so now we're just going to close this up. The next color we're going to do is Flirty Flamingo. Now with this one, this is where your patience comes in. So I'm going to turn the stamp upside down, and I am just going to, on the edge of the stamp pad, just ink up the U. Now I'm going to get a little bit of ink on the more, but that's okay because I'm going to use a baby wipe and to get that off. So you just want to really gently, like I said, this is where your patience comes in, and just rock and roll until you see all of that, all of those letters have been inked up. Okay, so now you're going to turn it over, and you're going to want to get a baby wipe, and we're just going to remove the ink on more. Now this is the technique that I have found. If there's a technique that you do that it has better success, share in the comments and let me know. But this is what I came up with today, and I had good results. Okay, so we've just cleaned that up. Okay, and then the next color we're going to use is Crushed Curry, and we're going to ink it up like we did the love, where we're going to turn it upside down, and we're just going to line up the more at the very edge and just rock and roll And just make sure we got good coverage right there. And so you can see the 3 different colors. Okay, and so then we're just going to come in right here and just stamp it right there. And there you go. So we've got 3 different colors, and then you can use your 2-inch circle punch and punch that out, and you have a wonderful tri-colored element that you can put on a card and just have fun. So I hope you liked today's lesson. It was kind of a combination of masking and then also how to put different colors on your stamps. All right, guys, I hope you liked today's lesson. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't. And I hope y'all have a very happy and safe 4th of July. Eat lots of hot dogs, eat lots of cake, and have a few adult drinks. Or not a few, but how about one? All right, guys. Happy weekend. Bye-bye.